Hello and welcome to Cardiff News Plus. I'm Brian Osweta.
I'm Chen Jiao.
Today is World Anti-Racism Day. Nationalists and populists have dominated the international scene with incidents such as the recent shootings in New Zealand. Campaigners in Cardiff say the same ideologies are hindering the fight against racism in Wales. Here is the story. This was the message Cardiff residents passed to the world as they gathered earlier this week to mark the International Day for Elimination of Racial Discrimination. Among the people who came out in large numbers to say no to racism was Jeff Halford, who gives an account of racism in Cardiff in the 19th century.
There was economic hard times and a slump, and so therefore there was a move for amongst some of the white sailors to get themselves employed, and that the black and Asian sailors had systems of them having to register, and basically it meant to say that they were largely going to be out of work. So in those sort of circumstances, I don't think anyone knows precisely what happened, but there was a point where there was a shot fired between a local black person and a local white person that led to riots.
Uzo Iwobi, who is the CEO of Race Council Cambry, says racism today is portrayed in a different way compared to previous years.
You would think that 50 years of race equality with legislation that our lives would be different. We've taken steps back because all those years ago, it used to be posters on shop windows having no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. Today, those posters have gone, but the attitudes have embedded in the hearts of people, so that children as young as 6, 7 in schools here in Cardiff are telling other children of the same age to go back home and go back and be with their own kind. Where the kids hear the word kind.
There's a lot of things happened last year, such as the Hate a Muslim Day. One of the letters was sent to my daughter's friend, which upset me a lot, and I was scared for my own child from stepping out of the house. I would not let her go out to the park even, because there were signs in the Grange Gardens as well were put up, the Nazi signs as well as other Islamophobia signs.
We must strengthen the ways in which we deliver on our Welsh laws.
Speaking on behalf of the Welsh Government, Deputy Minister Jen Hart says one of the ways the government has prioritized the fight against racism is working on celebrating the diversity in Wales.
We love our Windrush elders. We respect them. We salute the Windrush generation, the contribution they've made to our economy, to our communities, to our families, to our schools, to our health service, to our communities. We will celebrate Windrush Day here in Wales, in every part of Wales.
According to Crime Survey for England and Wales, between 2017 and 2018, police have recorded over 94,000 hate crime offences. As the world marks the UN Anti-Racism Day, it is the hope of many such as these that are gathered here that racist and extremist movements that are based on ideologies that promote nationalism and populist agendas that are spreading in various parts of the world that are targeting migrants, refugees and people of African descent are dealt with in order to create harmonious living and a world that does not judge on the basis of color. Brian Osweta, Cardiff News Plus.